One Piece, despite being one of the most beloved anime of all time, has one major obstacle for new fans: its enormous length. At the time of writing, One Piece just aired its 1104th episode, meaning it has about 440 hours or 18.5 days worth of content. This is of course an incredibly intimidating time commitment, and can cause people to turn off the series altogether. Recently, there have been efforts to combat this problem with the creation of the much more streamlined live-action show and the upcoming remake that promises to improve the pacing. For fans, common strategies are to 1. Just read the manga, or 2. Suck it up and binge the entire show, letting it consume the time that I'm told people use for their personal lives, whatever that means. But to be honest, One Piece's length has never been that much of an issue for me. In fact, sometimes it's a plus. Let me explain. Now, I should address some of the obvious problems with this claim. First, you may be thinking that it would be impossible to avoid spoilers as you catch up, given how long the show is. Part of the reason I never really got into JJK is I've already had the entire thing spoiled for me just by accident. And yeah, I've heard One Piece spoilers, but I don't remember any of them, because, well, One Piece plotlines sound like complete nonsense. The spoilers are usually just so far in the future that they're almost meaningless to me because I don't know any of the new character or location names. Basically, everything I hear is like, Drownda falls to the Hawk Gang at Chomp Chomp Bay. Like, I don't know what that means, it's awesome. And I actually don't think getting caught up on One Piece all the way is that much of a reward. You have to binge through a ginormous series lightning fast to the point where you're probably sick of it by the end, and what's your reward? You're now out of One Piece. I can watch new episodes whenever I feel like it, but you have to wait an entire week at best. I suppose if you're caught up you can talk to people on Twitter about the show, but Twitter sucks? That is purely a negative for me. But petty internet squabbles aside, there's a much larger reason why the length works, and one that's actually pretty unique to One Piece's narrative. See, something I've always admired about One Piece is the spirit of adventure at its core. Just the first opening alone exudes this feeling.
Come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams.
Hearing that really makes me want to just abandon everything and start my own adventure. One Piece is a very hopeful and exciting story that presents this open world full of endless possibilities that promise incredible adventures. So when I see the overwhelming mass of episodes in front of me, I'm not discouraged. I'm happy that there are so many amazing stories ahead. In a way, I never want to catch up or finish the series simply because I don't want that story to end. This wouldn't work in a show like Death Note or even My Hero Academia, because at some point you would want the conflict to be resolved and not too drawn out. But it works for One Piece because I want to spend more time in this world. Another long-running show that shares this kind of vibe is Pokemon. I never want it to end because that would mean an end to the adventure. Just like how I want to spend more time catching and battling Pokemon, I want to be a member of the Straw Hats. And I know that even if I take a few breaks from One Piece, it'll always be there for me. Whenever I want to, I can go sailing with the Straw Hats towards a new adventure on the horizon. Why would I ever want that to end?